Hello YouTube, I'm going to show you how you can get PlayStation 2 games on your computer, laptop, or anything like that. So, I have Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith on here, and I'm going to show you how to configure a controller. Okay. Alright. So, just so you guys all know, I'm using a Logitech controller. I'll have a link down in the description to where you can buy this controller. And I'm going to show you how to configure it on the PlayStation 2 emulator. Okay. For square, now the original PlayStation 2, the square was right here, so you press that. Triangle. Then you cross goes right here. Circle. Select would be right here. Start. L1. L2. Now, don't worry about L3 and R3, and unless you absolutely need it, you can configure it later. There is only 2 trigger buttons on here, so I can't do those, but most games don't even use them. It's usually one of those secondary controls. Oh, also make sure it's on X and not D as well. That'll save you a lot of heartache later. Or a lot of problems later. Okay. You can boost the sensitivity if you want. I would just not mess with that if I were you. Okay. Apply. And now time to test our configuration to make sure it works. We're going to try a game. Okay, now to run this, you have to select the ISO, which I'll have a link down in the description to where to get the ISOs. And the BIOS file, I will have a link down below to get that too. Once you select the ISO, make sure you say select run full. In other words, it'll say boot C DVD full. Don't do fast, do full, because otherwise you're going to run into other problems. Okay, I'm on a second monitor right now too. Sorry, I didn't plug the monitor real quick. So the sound going to this. Okay, well, there we go. There you go. Now, as I said, I'm controlling this with a controller. So so you guys can see it actually works. It's not like a big hoax that this is not an emulator. So you press the start button, applies as a start button. It's a little slow right now. And now it's because this is the first time I was playing it on this computer, because as I told you guys, I got a new computer, and if you don't believe me, you can look at the first video, look at that laptop, and then look at this one. You'll notice that it's a lot bigger. This one is a lot bigger. Went ahead and got a bigger computer. We have to watch through this intro, and this song gets old. For you guys, it's gonna be fast forward to it, but for me, I have to wait through this painfully long intro that we've seen over 6 times. Cut it out. Alright, now we're getting to the fun part. You know, the part you paid for this. And it's going really slow. Now to fix when it's not really taking a whole lot. I'm surprised it doesn't grab more. To spare you guys from that annoying sound, let's mute it. And then here we go. Slow as molasses. And now we're getting to the actual gameplay. It can be very, very slow at times, but you know, it's still there. Some games actually run really well, other games run really slow. This particular part of this game is the slowest part of the entire game, and I don't understand why, because I played this entire game on my other laptop before it died. I finished the whole thing, and it's playable. It's probably seems slower to you guys, but it's actually not that bad. Once you turn everything down and put it down to the lowest quality and all that, it feels pretty decent. Now, if you guys have a high-end computer, which, you know, like quad-core and all that, you guys will probably be just fine. It'll be a lot faster than this, but on a laptop, this is about the speed you're going to get. If you have a slower computer, it is going to go painfully slow. The biggest thing with it is CPU usage. It's not so much RAM. It's actually, right now, it's only taking about 2 gigs of RAM, which for some people, that's all of it, their RAM. So I suggest about 4 gigs of RAM. Right now, my processor is running at I think it goes as far as 3.6 gigahertz. It's a AMD processor, so it's not like a fancy Intel, because, you know, I'm not rich. My last computer that I played this on was an AMD Phenom 2 2.6 gigahertz. So you're probably fine about 2.4, 2.3. I think it's playable there. It's going to go about the same speed, because it's not so much the hardware, it's the emulator. Because we learned that from, you know, the Jurassic DS emulator, which I have a review about that. People were saying that the reason the DS emulators weren't working is because, you know, the hardware hasn't caught up. Well, this guy, he pretty much blew it out of the water. That's not the point at all. It's the software that was the issue. It was the emulator's coding. And I don't know exactly what kernel he used, but it works. I can tell you that right now. If you go check out my review, pretty much every game I throw at it, no problems at all. Especially his recent updates. So it wasn't the hardware that was an issue. It was the emulator itself. NDS4 Droid just wasn't up there yet. So here in the next few months, when this guy's gonna be updating the emulator soon, I'm sure. So it'll start getting faster, hopefully, and it'll be more supported on more lower hardware, because I don't know the limit, but it's probably like something like 2.2 gigahertz. Definitely do get 4 gigs of RAM. I recommend 4 gigs of RAM for just about everything. Unless, you know, all you do with your computer is check email, but most of the viewers that I have here, they usually do more with their computer than just, you know, check email and browse. It's usually, you know, gaming, video editing. Minecraft is its own category. You have games, you have video editing, and then you have Minecraft. People talk about it so much, I think it deserves its own category. And it's one of the best-selling games that are PC games that are not sold on Steam. which actually amazed me. I thought it was on Steam, and then I went and looked it up. I was like, nope, not on Steam. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually do like Steam. It's actually, I really do actually like Steam. The only thing I don't like about Steam is the fact that me and my brother, we both have laptops and we share a Steam account. When we buy games, we both can't play it at once or play together. And we're not going to pay $30 for one computer and then $30 for another. I mean, that's just ridiculous. If we live in the same household, I think they should let you, not do that. Because before, the way it was is, you put in a disc, you have a code, you do it. That's it. I kind of like those days a little bit. But with piracy and all that, they had to change it, sadly. I was actually playing a game not too long ago. Spider-Man Friend or Foe. If you guys remember that game from 2008, I think. We have it for the PC. We actually went and bought it, and turns out there's no code to it at all. I don't even think you need the disc to play it. You just install it and it's done. I kind of miss those days a little bit because it made things simple. In some ways, I kind of think piracy helps some of these games. I don't know about you guys, but because what's happening now is that people will buy the game and then they would crack it, which is what piracy, that's the thing they do to the disc so they can use it, so they can play it. Now, I have to admit, I have done that to one game because it was sold back in 2002, and I can't find it anywhere anymore unless they're going to charge me an arm and a leg. Like, $120 for a game is ridiculous. And I'll leave a link down in the description for what that game is, so you guys can check it out. You guys may or may not remember that game, but I'll let you guys click on that and find out. It's actually kind of cool. I'll have an Amazon link though. There's a video on YouTube on how to get it as well. If you don't know where that video is, I will send you a link to it so you guys can get it too. I hope with the new movie that came out that they'll remake a new one, because I will gladly sit in line and pay for that game. I was actually kind of sad I had to pirate it to be able to play it because, well, that was the only way I could get it at something less than $120. I thought that was just ridiculous. So, let me know what you guys think. I will be doing a review, or more like a show you how this works, or how to, or however you guys want to say it, for the GameCube emulator, the Dolphin one, for the PC, which I'm going to be doing that here in the next few minutes. I'm actually in a soundproof room in a nice library, playing this game. So that's why you guys don't hear a lot of sound anymore. I'm in a soundproof room. It's actually kind of nice, and there's two TVs over here I can extend to. I can plug in an HDMI over here and put my stuff on the TV, which is really nice. They also have a Mac here. They have a green screen room here. They let you use the entire Adobe Creative Cloud for free on a Mac Pro. So you guys are going to be seeing some spectacular videos here soon. So I hope you guys like this. We've been going for like 7 minutes now. So I will talk to you guys later. I will have the Dolphin emulator video up soon. Bye.